Oh, there it is. Hey guys, my Halloween outfit, Twitter profile. Okay, I'm a little heated because this happens way too often in our family's kitchen. Like the other day, there was literally a stick of butter with paper that was not wrapped all the way around. So I grabbed the stick of butter and I grabbed it by the paper and the stick of butter just literally dropped on the floor. I was like, what the frick? Why are you not plastic wrapping the frickin' butter when you only have this much paper around the frickin' butter? Like, it makes no frickin' sense. And I used the butter anyways, even though it dropped on the floor because I was like, screw that. I ate floor butter. Like, what the frick? Why don't you look at it? No. That's the failure of usability of the person who stored that butter last. Like, you could have put it into a container that's more easily grabbable. You could have plastic wrapped it. You could have done a lot of things to prevent from this butter just being, like, barely hanging onto this piece of paper. But they just decided to just plop it in the fridge, presuming the next person to grab it will be, like, baby grabbing the frickin' butter. Which you wouldn't. Because why would you baby grab a butter? Okay, but you could have also looked. No! The only solution for me was to baby grab the frickin' butter. It makes no sense. But why would you baby grab? Exactly! It makes no sense for me to baby grab the butter. I just pinched it like I would, like a normal person, to grab the piece of butter. But then it's just apparently not even like... It's like half wrapped. So dumb. And another time, because it's so dumb. So we have like a plastic wrap container on top of like the counter. And for some reason, the whoever it is places it on the counter where it's like the most slippery. So every time I try to grab the plastic wrap, it literally just falls on the floor. Or it almost falls on the floor and I catch it. And I'm like, why would you place it on a place like this? Why don't you place like a towel or something? Why don't you place it on like a location where it wouldn't fall? But they would keep on placing it on places where it would fall. So I literally just had to like collect the family and be like, this is wrong. This is a safety hazard. What if this huge, like, okay, this is like a huge Costco like roll. What if this huge roll of plastic wrap just falls on someone's foot while someone's just trying to grab like a piece to align it with like their plate? So there won't be any hand to catch the freaking plastic wrap, and they'll be screwed. The plastic wrap will fall on the floor fungus. Like, hello, like, you know. And whose fault would it be when the plastic wrap falls? And then they're like, no, just grab it and then just like hold on to it. I'm like, no. Like no. Just make it so it won't fall in the first place. They're like, no, this is what you have to do. Is like, I'm like, no. Just make it so it won't fall in the first place. Huh? It makes no sense. I had to have a family meeting. I had to be like, family, this is dumb. This is dumb. Okay, I think in conclusion, just don't do dumb things to your things. You know, like like what the frick? Why? Like why? The best part is I can't solve it myself, because if I were to like, okay, so I see that freaking container of like plastic wrap and I was like, oh, this is a safety hazard. I placed a towel underneath, right? So it won't slip no more. And then they remove the freaking towel. As if that didn't belong there in the first place. And it suddenly bugs them that there's a towel underneath. Like, come on, it's just a freaking towel. Why do you care? Why do you care about a towel being there? But they're like, no, this isn't right. I'm like, no! The freak! Did they see their reason? Well, their reason is probably like, because we've always been doing it this way. Or something. Something dumb. Something freaking dumb. But yeah, we got that solved. So it's all good. Did she ever say sorry for the controller? She said, all I was doing was playing Breath of the Wild. And I was like, yeah? So then I'm like, you were the one who was playing the Nintendo Switch for the past 5 days. I never touched it. And then she's like, yeah, but all I was doing is playing Breath of the Wild. And I was like, yeah, and what do you want from me? And then she's like, why is it not moving? And I'm like, why are you asking me? Well, why should I know? What do I know? I gave you the controller, and you broke it. You can't ask me why. I'm like, you can't ask me why. You can't. No. Yeah, this is what happens when you become too good with electronics, that people are like, oh, you could fix this, right? And I'm like, all right. Yeah, I mean the best part is I try to give them advice beforehand, but they don't listen, and I'm like, okay. And at that point, I could always just go back and be like, yeah, I told you that this would happen. No, you didn't listen? Alright, well, it is what it is. People sassy. And we're good. People sassy. Do you feel better after venting? I'm here to send a message, you all. I'm here to send a message. More than the vent. I mean, obviously you could listen to the vent and just be like, haha, this guy's yapping around. But deep down, there's a message. There's a message, everyone. Stay sassy. Stay sassy.